If you're looking for a relatively safe place to invest some money these days, how about your home? Amanda Gengler is a writer for Money Magazine, and she's here to explain why this is an especially good time to do some renovations. Amanda, good morning.
Great to be here.
So, funding, you say, is pretty cheap right now, so it makes for a good time to do this, huh?
Exactly. So given the state of the economy, the Federal Reserve really does not want you to save today. They want you to put your dollars into circulation. So they're working really hard to keep interest rates low. Home equity lines of credit right now, you might be paying 4 or 5%, or if you took it out a few years ago, as little as 3%. Those are very favorable rates. And on the other hand, if you have some money in a savings account, it's probably earning, a paltry 1%, if that. So you can spend some of that money and not lose a lot of interest earnings.
So people shouldn't be afraid to put money back into their homes right now. You say that remodeling is a smart move because contractors are just basically discounting everything.
Well, the construction business remains very slow. There's just not a lot of building out there. So, you may have had a problem a couple years ago even getting a contractor to return your phone calls. But today, all of the top pros in town will likely give you a bid, and the price that they give will probably be about 10% lower than what they would have given you during the peak.
And one of the reasons for that are material prices are coming down, huh?
Of course. So because of the economic slowdown as well as the housing slowdown, together demand for building supplies is just down. And anytime demand falls, then prices usually fall as well. Plywood is off about 23% from its peak. Drywall is down 29%, and framing lumber is off about 35%. So not all building supplies have dropped that low, but on the whole, it's a very good time to purchase them today.
Yeah, and you're saying that fixing up costs can actually be a little bit more economically sane than maybe trading up and buying that next house.
Well, moving is just so expensive that remodeling can actually cost a lot less. When you move, of course, you have to pay the cost of the movers. Closing costs on your new home can run $5,000. You'll need that inevitable paint job on the new place, window draperies, and then you want to think about what it'll cost you to sell your current home. Commission and fees could take a big chunk. On a $400,000 house, they might run about $25,000. So if you add up all of those costs, you can get a lot of remodeling done for that kind of money.
Yeah, it sounds expensive to move. And lastly, the bottom line is you can make some small improvements, but still you can reap some serious rewards because it doesn't take a whole lot in order to really kind of bring up the value of your home by just doing some small things.
So our general rule of thumb at Money Magazine is that you want to improve your home enough to bring it in line with similar homes in the area. If you do that, you're likely going to get back the lion's share of your investment when you go sell. But do you want to make your home the most elaborate on the block? Do you want to surpass your neighbors? Absolutely not. So you can think about it this way. Let's say you have a kitchen that's only 10 years old and you don't like the granite in it. Does that mean if you replace it that you're going to get that money back when you sell? Probably not. But if, on the other hand, you're living with a 1960s or a 1970s kitchen and you want to upgrade it, then absolutely, because you're probably going to bring it in line with the other homes.
Like you said, though, just don't price yourself out of the neighborhood.
Yes, you never want to be the most expensive home on the block.
Amanda, thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.
Good to see you here this morning. Amanda Gengler.